Hey, my little party animals. Hiphiprenee here today with a brand new room build / challenge for you guys. So I saw one of my very good friends, Jen, aka Kitty Cat Plays with Yarn. She did a whole video where she built a kitchen around a cabinet that she didn't like, or a countertop, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, hey, that looks like fun. Let's do that. So today we are building a room out of my least favorite bed in The Sims. You can see it, boop, right here. And we are going to build a room entirely around this bed. I was so inspired when I saw Jen come up with this. I thought it was a really fun, really clever idea to just kind of like start using some items that maybe we don't use all that like frequently. I know there are tons of items that I just don't ever use. I've barely even looked at the swatches of them because I just hate the style so much. So that is what we are doing today. I had to build a room entirely around this horribly, horribly ugly green and tan bed. And I actually turned it into a master suite. So this would work perfectly for a master bedroom because you have the attached bathroom, has everything in the bathroom that your sim could possibly need in a bathroom, as well as, you know, the actual bedroom itself. So my kind of idea going forward is I've been all about building rooms lately. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about building rooms. I think maybe it's just because they're fun, they're short, they're quick, they're easy to do, and I just generally like building rooms. So what I'm going to do going forward, because I am so heavily focused on my true crime series, I want to make sure that I am able to get out a true crime or mystery or conspiracy, whatever it is, Sims video out, hopefully every single week, definitely every other week. But with all of the research that goes along with those builds, sometimes it takes me a while to put them together. Just between, you know, the actual research for the story behind the video, and then on top of that, actually trying to build a house that is as close as humanly possible to looking like whatever the actual house I am supposed to be building is. I don't know, when I got into the brief history, I really wanted to keep all of the builds, you know, very relevant to whatever it is that I am talking about. Because of course it could be super easy for me to just do a random build that makes no sense and has no purpose and just kind of talk about a true crime story over it. But that, I don't know, that feels like an excuse to talk about true crime rather than a reason to talk about true crime, if that makes sense. So what I've done is I have pre-recorded a whole mess of room builds and some shell challenges, some decor challenges, things like that. I have a ton of them ready to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-record all of my voiceovers and then schedule all of my videos for rooms on Saturdays. Then that way I have kind of a day that either you're going to get an extra video, or I can always switch the Saturday video to being my normal regular Tuesday upload, and that'll give me a little bit more time to kind of focus on whatever true crime story we're doing. So that was a very long-winded way of me telling you that on some Saturdays, you guys will now be getting videos from me. Other Saturdays, you might not get a video, and if you don't get a video on a Saturday, it's because whatever true crime story I am doing that week is taking up too much of my time for me to be building something else. So I thought that was a really, I don't know, maybe that's a good way of doing it. Maybe it's not. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And I also want to hear in the comments if you guys have any other suggestions for room builds or room build challenges, or, you know, just kind of tiny challenges that I can take on every single weekend and see what I can come up with. The next few Saturdays, I believe actually all through the month of March, you guys will be seeing an elemental series on my channel where I am building bedrooms based kind of on I don't really want to say elements because we're not doing like the periodic table of builds here or anything like that, but I'm talking more like fire, water, earth, air. You're going to be getting 4 builds coming up soon that all are representative, I guess, of those particular elements or whatever it is that you want to call them. I don't know, I always call them elements because of the 5th element. I guess they are, but you know, sometimes when you talk about elements, people are like, oh, like boron? Or whatever other elements there are. I don't really know. I did very bad in science. I'm sorry, guys. But we have finished the bathroom. I decided to tackle the bathroom in this build first. I don't know if it's because I was dreading actually having to furnish and decorate around this bed, but I do think that the bathroom gave me a really good direction to kind of go in with this particular build. So I did use, you know, some darker wood tones, and it's very tan, it's very neutral. There's not a ton of color in this, but I did try and bring the green in, I don't know, just a few times. I didn't want to go overboard with that kind of like hunter olivey green because that can be a little bit in your face at times. So I wanted to try and, I don't know, make this room look as good as possible with this horrible, atrocious bed that I hate. I want to know if you guys hate this bed as much as I do, or if this is just like one of those Renee things that for some reason I just personally don't like this bed and everybody else does. I don't know. If you do like this bed, let me know in the comments. If you don't like this bed, let me know in the comments. And I also want to hear about your least favorite items in The Sims, or maybe not even your least favorite items, but your least used items. I would love to know what you guys do with your least used items, if it's because of the way that they look, if it's because of their functionality, or maybe their size or their shape. I don't know, there's plenty of different reasons to not like something in The Sims, or just not like something in general. So I am curious what everybody else thinks, and I'm sure that Jen would love to see you guys tackle this challenge. Pick your least favorite item and make an entire build out of it. Whether you build an entire house, you build a room, whatever it is that you happen to do, I think she'd be super excited. Definitely head over to her channel and check out the video that she did with the god-awful countertops. She also does videos constantly where she styles clothes in casts that she doesn't like. So those are really fun videos too. I hope that you guys enjoyed how this build turned out, despite the fact that I don't really like any of these colors or the way that it looks at all. Thank you guys so much for being here today. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up down below. And if you're new here, or you're not new here, but you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you get notifications every single time I post a new video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.